Hi there. Let's take a look at completing the internship journal. So I'm here in our internship courses Blackboard site. At the left, I'm going to click on assignment guides, and then I'm going to scroll down to the program that is applicable to my degree. So I'm going to pretend that I'm an administrative professional student. So I'm going to click on that program area and find the journal form that I need to complete. So here it is, called the internship journal. I'm going to click to download and open up that form. It's a Word document so that you can go ahead and complete the form right in Microsoft Word. Now, the journal is given to you as a one-page document. As you fill it out, what you need to do is copy that one page every day that you work at your internship. So you're going to fill out this form every day that you work at your internship. And most of it is just straightforward information. It's your name, the date, the start time, the end time for that day that you worked. And then the first section is called duties or projects. So we just want to know the kinds of tasks that you completed for that day. Oftentimes at our internships, we'll have tasks that carry over for multiple days, and that's okay. You can repeat tasks or duties or projects that you've worked on for multiple days, but there should never be a time in your internship where you're doing the exact same thing every day. Your internship is an experience that provides you a variety of skills, so we do want to see some variation. You can carry over as needed, but there should also be some variation that occurs. Okay, then under new skills and training, this is where you're going to reflect on new skills that you have learned or have been taught or have applied. So you may have learned a skill, for example, record keeping. You may have learned that in class, but you listed under the new skills learned when you're doing it in a new way on the job. So it can be a skill that's completely new to you that you've never done before, or it could be a new way of applying that skill at the internship experience. And it can also be any training that you've been involved with at your internship site. Okay, now where it gets a little bit trickier, or where I want to give you more information, are the sections that are called observations and reflections. So under observations, and even you can put this under reflections, we really want to see where you're thinking critically about what you've learned in the class and how it's applied in the real world. That's one of the great valuable experiences of our internships, is that we can teach you things in the classrooms like how to work in teams, how to conduct communication effectively, all these types of theories. We can teach them to you in the classroom, but when you get to the real world, then there's a whole set of nuances that happen when you actually have to apply them. So under observations and or under reflections, what I want you to do is take something that you learned in the classroom and apply it. Think about it. How does it look to you on the job site? And as a little trick, you could take one from each class that you've taken and reflect on it each day at your internship. So think about the classes that you've had. It could be project management. It could be customer contact skills. It could be introduction to human relations. It could be diversity in the workplace. It could be any one of these classes or topics that you've learned about in the classroom. And then now I want you to observe it in the workplace and then reflect on what are you seeing. And so I mentioned that you can take one class per day, but then in any one of our classes, you've had many, many topics. So if you consider, for example, the class Administrative Office Management or Medical Administrative Procedures, you've learned about teamwork, leadership styles, management styles, all of these different topics. And so you could pick one topic and then apply it for that day. We take the observations and reflections sections very seriously. We're looking at you to apply your critical thinking skills to make the match between what you learned in the classroom and how it's applied in the real world in our career fields. So take these sections seriously. Any journal submissions that are not submitted at the quality level expected for a near graduate student will be asked to be redone, and the work that you submit for your internship class has to be at a quality so that you pass the class. Submitting subpar work means that you will not receive a passing grade. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me.